You're with CapeTalk.
Now, I don't know about you, but I frequently find myself stuck in a bit of a rut when it comes to cooking for the family. And that is despite the fact that I have a shelf absolutely groaning with cookbooks at home. You end up defaulting to the same old tried and tested but somewhat tired dishes because you know that's what the family likes and the picky eaters aren't going to be fussy about it, and it's quick and easy to throw together after work. But it all gets a little bit boring for the person doing the cooking. And I know I'm not alone in this predicament. So I'm really happy to have two guests with us in studio today who are trying to solve that problem for us. They've started a new recipe and meal planning service that offers not just a really nice variety of new dishes to try, but in a very practical way that is, it uses readily available ingredients. It's not the kind of recipe where you go, oh, where am I going to find that? I've got to go and find a specialist shop. It's all the kind of things you would find in your local supermarket. It's not too heavy on the cooking time, and it's full of inspiration for creative ways of combining the same old ingredients in somewhat new ways. Now, the service is called Eet Meal Planning, and the Eat is spelled E-E-T. It's a great pleasure to welcome the founders, Lienke Struwig and Antoinette, who are from Somerset West, and both moms themselves who know the pressure all too well of coming up with creative and nourishing meals. It's lovely to have you with us. Welcome.
Thanks, Pippa.
Lienke, you're a physiotherapist, and I know Antoinette has got a degree in consumer science, so you come at this with a very deep health-focused perspective, obviously, but it's really navigating your own kids' eating habits and that challenge of coming up with creative meal ideas that got you into this. What was the inspiration for starting the project?
Well, we were a group of moms a few years ago that had the very familiar problem that we all have, being stuck on what to cook for dinner.
Yeah.
And we decided to come up with a meal plan and take turns planning meals for a week. You want to
tell us more, Antoinette? Yeah.
Yeah. We started planning the meals for each other, and what we took out of that was that it wasn't so much that somebody else was doing it for you, was the planning.
Yeah.
We had to sit down and plan. And Lienke is a bit more of a natural planner than me. It doesn't come that naturally. But I do find that those days that I sit down and I do my planning properly, I plan my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the 4 weeknight dinners that we talk about.
Yeah.
Because Friday night is pizza and then it goes over into braai. But those are the rushed nights. Those are the nights you don't have time to plan something. So we've realized that there's a bit of a need. And we've continued with the process after those early years. We've continued planning and decided that there were more needs, more things. We realized there were little things that we would actually want a product. We searched online and there weren't things like this online.
Because you can get somebody to bring the meals to your house and you can get someone to deliver the groceries to the house, but it's that going, what are we going to do? It's a chicken night. What am I going to do that's not just the same old chicken schnitzel or chicken pasta that everyone's going to like? And then if I'm going to do this, what ingredients do I need and where do I need to shop for them? So what these recipe cards contain. So if you buy the full kit, you get a beautiful, really structurally solid plastic clear box that it comes in that doubles as a sort of a recipe stand. So you can flip up the day's recipe to work from in the kitchen. But for me, the real benefit here is on the card itself. So for example, I'm looking at one of the dishes from the summer menu, which is for a chicken satay with a stir-fried rice and veggies. And it's not just the recipe and how to make the dish, and it's not just the list of ingredients. It's the way you've planned it down to help you shop for them, the categorization. This is what you will need from the fresh aisle. This is what you'll need from the butchery. This is what you'll get from the pantry staples. So that you can literally pick up your 3 cards and walk into the shop and go boom, 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 shopping done. I'm ready to go home and start cooking or to cook on the week. And I mean, the recipe variety is huge. You've covered a huge variety of sort of genres of cooking, if I can put it that way. I mean, Lienke, there's Mexican, there are curries, there's lots and lots of fresh fish dishes. There are every now and then slightly naughty dishes that are heavier on the cream and the cheese side, but we all need those. But generally speaking, it's fresh and crunchy and lots of fresh fruit and veggies. Not always easy to get the kids to eat those, though. So how do you approach the challenge of getting the slightly picky eaters to get with the program?
Yeah, so in both our homes, we've got picky eaters as well. So we know the struggle. It is a real struggle, but our recipes are very adaptable.
Okay.
So you can easily replace, for instance, broccoli with mushrooms or So you can adapt it to your family's needs.
Yeah.
We also find that keeping ingredients separate. So when we make salads, we keep it separate for picky eaters.
That's clever. Yeah.
Yeah,
So don't
and
present them with a mixed salad, but let them build their own
Let
from
them
what they
build
like
their
or
own.
don't like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
And then
idea.
also we're both very passionate about family dinners. So
Yeah.
we both feel quite strongly about, you want your kids to try new tastes and to eat a lot of vegetables and fruit. But really the focus is on sitting together as a family, connecting as a family, and building relationships.
And there are lots of elements here that you can get the kids involved in making. For example, I notice you make your own wraps rather than buying a store-bought wrap. And there is the commenting, that says, by all means, go and buy the store-bought wrap if you don't have time. But if you want to make it yourself, this is how you whip it together in no time at all. And that, for example, Antoinette, is something I would imagine the young kids would love being part of.
Yeah, they do. And wraps something my kids don't like the store-bought ones, and that's horrible because it's such an easy dinner.
Yeah.
And these wraps are really quick and easy to make, and the kids absolutely love it. So yes, we do get them involved. They do get involved in the cooking. There's always one or two hanging around the kitchen when you're making food.
Yeah.
And we also get them involved in the choosing, which is really nice. They take turns. They take the little box and they take out the meat section, the red meat section. They pick one from there. They pick one from the fish section. So they actually get taught how to eat balanced without
That's a
us
clever
actually
idea.
telling them how to do it. And I've really noticed if the child's feeling a little bit off, they're not quite in control of maybe schoolwork, and you come and you give them that responsibility, it really gives them a great feeling of achievement, actually, for the week. And it's really been a bit of a therapy in my house.
I think it's a really smart idea. Let them learn that this is a shared responsibility, that it's not just mom's job to make sure everybody is fed and the food just magically appears on the table. Play a role in the planning, play a role in choosing something that you will then want to eat when the day comes. And obviously to help in that process, I mean, all of these recipes are beautifully photographed and they are bright and eye-catching and so well plated that I can just imagine kids going through like, oh, okay, if we're doing a vegetarian one, which one are we going to go for? The baby marrow fritters or the mushroom and feta and butternut quiche, because they both look so beautiful on the page. So you've mentioned you can categorize them by red meat, by poultry, by fish, by vegetarian, but you've also pre-packaged them in seasonal packs. Lienke, why was that so important to you? Seasonality seems to be a big theme running through here.
Yeah, we do find that if you buy seasonal, it's first of all it's cheaper, it's much more affordable, and it also just tastes better. So and often if you're on Instagram or if you scroll through the web for recipes, then you're often stuck in the Northern Hemisphere seasons. Yeah. So this is a part of our we wanted something that's seasonal but really South African seasonal. Yeah. So
for example, on the summer menu, I mean, there is the most to die for looking grazing board, which has got all those beautiful summer fruits, the watermelon, the cherries, and then the crunch of some cucumber and carrot sticks with a lovely tub of hummus and guacamole to go with it. If you're wanting something light and lovely that the kids can sort of dive in and take a bit of this and try a bit of that and taste a little here and there are sort of grazing board style dishes. And then there are also the one pot wonders, the no cooking wonders, which are great for the load shedding nights when you don't have an oven working. I mean, it's a really clever mix of recipes. Now, let's talk about how listeners access this and how you've packaged them. Antoinette, if somebody wants to join up for the Eet Meal Planning service, what are their options?
So we sell on our website, eatmp.co.za, MP for meal planning.
Okay.
So they can buy that on there. They can buy through our Instagram and Facebook as well. Then we ship it to you, and they can either buy one recipe pack, a seasonal recipe pack, winter, spring, summer, autumn.
Yep.
Just one of those, or they can buy the whole package with all 4 seasons in the 4 seasons recipe box. Or we also have the empty recipe box that we sell, or not really empty, it's got blank cards in it, as well as the dividers, as well as stickers, so that you can take your own family favorites, fill it in on those cards, put the stickers on. You have the same categories then, and you can follow the eat method in a way, but with your own meals and your grandmas and whoever.
I love that idea of working in the family favorites and dropping those in. So, and all of this, again, if you want to, you can buy them in the beautiful clear box that doubles as the recipe stand, that keeps everything in one place and nicely filed together. Or you simply just buy whichever pack of cards is coming up for the season you want to be cooking for. So again, that website is Eet, and it's EET. Eet MP is the website you're looking for, or look for them on Instagram. Sorry, it's eatmp.coza, or look for them on Instagram. And I've got to say thank you so much, because Antoinette and Lienke have very generously offered 3 full sets. That's the box, the 4 full recipe packs, valued at 1,080 Rand each. And 3 of our Cape Talk listeners are going to win one of those boxes right now. All you need to do is send a WhatsApp to 0725671567 with the word EAT spelt the right way, please, EET. We need that word plus your name, and the first 3 to send that through on the WhatsApp line will each win a full kit. Is the intention to keep on growing and adding new recipe folders going forward, Lienke?
Yeah, we've had a lot of requests for lunch boxes, breakfasts.
Yep.
We've got one friend who's desperate for a camping recipe
that's
pack.
a great idea.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I think, we enjoy doing it. This is what we want in our homes. This is what we use in our homes, and we will probably grow it and develop more recipe packs.
I really hope you do.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying playing with the ones you've already sent me. The pork mince wraps were a win. Thank you very much. Pork mince with orange juice in the mix was very, very delicious. And thank you both for making the effort to come in all the way from Somerset West to join us today. Best wishes to both of you on the success of the Eat Meal Planning system. I hope it continues to thrive.
Thank you. Bye-bye.